Have you ever made a decision in your business and you felt like it was logical? You felt like it was responsible. You even felt like it was the right thing to do. But then when you had a look at it, you realized that it was fear speaking. It was insecurity speaking. It was actually your ego speaking. Well, in this episode, we're going to stop letting our ego run our business and learn how to listen to our heart instead. Have you ever made a decision in your business and you felt like it was logical? You felt like it was responsible. You even felt like it was the right thing to do. But then when you had a look at it, you realized that it was fear speaking. It was insecurity speaking. It was actually your ego speaking. Well, in this episode, we're going to stop letting our ego run our business and learn how to listen to our heart instead. Welcome to the Brand Bridge, the podcast for heart-led women entrepreneurs who are ready to build a personal brand with structure, without compromise. My name is Melissa, and today we are continuing this talk about ego versus heart, broke mindset, and the patterns that we subconsciously have as entrepreneurs, especially heart-led entrepreneurs. So I really feel called to continue talking about this because I think it's really important. And I think we don't even realize how much our ego is driving our decisions, not only in business, but also in our life. The decisions that we decide to make, they're always being led kind of from one of two camps, the ego camp or the heart camp. And I think that it's such an really interesting thing to kind of analyze and see how this internal battle is really how it shows up externally and how that creates our reality. These two things that are always happening at the same time, they're kind of wrestling against each other. They're always manifesting and producing a type of result, an external result in this world. And that's what's creating our reality, our business, and our life. And so I have an example, a real life example of something that I've just been doing that I never even realized was just my ego flaring up. And so I have a membership. It's called the Brand Clarity Room. And I just started this very recently. It's only at the time of this recording, it's only a week old. And what I wanted to do was just get a group of people, a small group of people, to help me develop this membership, to help me say like what they found helpful, what they found interesting, what they found useful, and kind of help me build this so that when I present it publicly, it would have some meat on it already, would have, not just the bones. And what I realized after the first week is that I'm actually doing what I talk about not doing all the time. I'm actually playing from being small, from this mindset, this broke mindset of playing small and letting my ego tell me that it needs to be a certain way before it can come out. And one thing that I say all the time is that we need to just say our message. We need to share, because when we don't, we're blocking someone's blessing. And so I realized in my own story, doing it in real time, that I am blocking somebody's blessing. I'm blocking somebody from actually moving forward and taking the decision that they need to take in their business to grow their business. I'm actually stopping someone from understanding what their message is and what they're here to do and who they're here to help by not sharing it and not letting other people come in and be a part of this and help to grow this membership and help to grow as a person, as a business owner, and be able to get out of that planning mindset and go into implementation and support and accountability that we all need when we're growing our business. We need that kind of support. We need a place where we can share with other people who understand the struggle, who understand what it's like to want to grow something and to be growing something. and to want to make it the best it can be, not only just for ourselves, but for other people. And I was recognizing that my ego was actually keeping me small. My ego was saying it needs to be this way before it can be presented, instead of let's bring in many people. Let's bring in as many people as we can, because many hands make light work. And the more people that are involved, the more people that can be a part of this is actually helping everyone. It's not just helping me, it's helping the people that need the help and that can get the help sooner than later, not in a few months. But right now, there's people who are struggling that I know I can help with this membership. There's course in there, there's resources in there, there's weekly calls in there. So it's a place where we can grow. It's a place where you can ask questions and get the help that you need now, not later. And when we're feeling stuck, when we're feeling like we're in planning, when we're feeling like it needs to be perfect, we are, like I said, blocking other people from getting that blessing. We're blocking other people from getting the solution that we carry that they need. And so I realized this is exactly what I've been talking about. The ego versus the heart, because we think that ego wants big things. We think that ego wants everything, and it does. It wants to satisfy itself, but ego is also insecurity in disguise, because the ego will be like, well, when I'm ready, I will present this perfect thing. Where our heart wants to give, our heart wants to be surrounded by other hearts that we are connected to, that we are here to help. And so when we don't show up, when we don't say the thing, we are blocking other people from showing up themselves and from healing something that our solution is here to give them. So that's really the ego. The ego is was stopping me, and it can stop you from actually living the life that you were created to live, from being the person that you were created to be, the person you're becoming day by day with the choices that we're making. So the question now becomes, okay, is this a ego-led decision, or is this a heart-led decision, And this one question, when we can answer it and when we can be objective, when we can be a bit more self-aware, becomes an important one, because now we're realizing, am I doing this because I think it's the right thing to do? Is this decision making me play small, or is this decision going to allow me to get to where I want to go with more people, and in a more deeper way, in a more in a quicker way as well, because we're growing out loud, we're sharing out loud, we're showing up out loud. And it's not about the voice, it's about the sound that we carry and the things that we're saying when when we say what we have on our heart, when we say that message that we have, those airwaves, those vibrations are going to reach the ears and the hearts of the people that we have the solution for. So don't do what I do. Do what I say. And also do what I do. And that is to make the decision to say, you know what? I'm going to share, which is what we are created for. We're created to share. We are created to be in a community. And so when I don't share this, when I don't allow people to get the help that they need now, because people are stuck now, people need a solution now, people need to get out of their heads and their own egos now, we can show up with such more just more life, more love, more growth, because that's where it is. It's in the journey that we grow. It's in the journey that we learn our lessons, and the more of the things that we can share in a more deeper way. So I'm encouraging you today, whatever it is that you are thinking twice about, you're second guessing about. Don't second guess anymore. Today's the day that you are going to take that decision, to make the decision to go forward and to move forward, not looking left, not looking right, but looking forward, looking ahead to what you are called to, what you feel in your heart you're here to do, you're here to share, and the love that you are here to give through your business. And so that is it for today. I hope you can learn from that lesson. If you want to join the membership, of course, the link is in the description. It's called the Brand Clarity Room. It's where we're coming together to build, to create, and to implement with accountability the things that we are here to do, to meet together, to ask questions, to not live by our ego, but live by our heart that wants to give and that wants to help as many people as we are here to impact. So that is it. If you want to join the membership, like I said, it's in the description. And like I always say, I hope that you can live with heart, lead with purpose, and do both compromise free. Until next time, bye.